So how can you actually go about getting rid of all those inquiries on your credit report? Hi, my name's Tommy, and if you've seen a lot of inquiries showing up on your credit report, in this video I'm going to break down exactly how you can go about getting those inquiries removed and whether that's even necessary for you. I think a lot of the times nowadays, there's people out there who are making a big deal about inquiries and getting them off their credit reports, but they don't realize that inquiries aren't a huge factor when it comes to your credit score. And I'll be breaking down all that here today, okay? So first, let's go ahead and jump into it. Firstly, the only way you're gonna be able to get an inquiry removed is gonna be by disputing it. So whether you're disputing it with the credit bureaus or directly with the creditor, that's the only way you're really gonna be able to get it removed. And now when it comes to disputing it, there's really two ways, two forms that you see people do this. The first form is you dispute it by saying, you know, I'm not sure if this was done by me. Can you please provide me proof that I actually did this inquiry? And if they are not keeping proper records or they're not keeping any proof, then they're typically going to remove it, right? Now, one thing that I do want to state is that when you're disputing it, it's a lot harder to dispute an inquiry than it is to dispute any other type of account that you might have on your credit report. The reason being is the inquiry is it's pretty simple, right? If you think about it, it's like literally all it's going to have is a date and who the inquiry was by. There's nothing really else on your credit report besides those two details. Whereas if it's an account, there's a lot of things that can go wrong, right? For example, the balance could be off, the last payment date could be off. They might have said you were 30 days late when you really weren't late at all, or they might say you were 60 days late when you were really 30 days late, things like that. There's a lot of more errors that can happen on an actual account, right? So that's going to be right off the bat one thing. But nonetheless, it still is an effective way to remove any type of inquiries or what I think is going to be the most effective way, right? So what I'll do too, I have a letter that I typically use whenever I'm trying to get inquiries removed. What I'll do is I'll throw in a link down below where I'll be able to email that out to you. So that way you'll have a copy and all you need to do is download it and you can use it for any inquiries that you're trying to get removed. Now, the second way is that people try to dispute credit inquiry is they try to claim identity theft. Now, if you ever see, there's a lot of credit repair companies that actually do this. They might not tell you directly that this is what they're doing, but this is pretty much it. So if you ever see a credit repair company saying that they can get everything removed in 7 days and 14 days, things like that, then what that typically means is that they're going to dispute everything on your account and they're just going to mark it all as identity theft. And what typically happens is the credit bureaus will remove all of that from your credit report while they try to investigate all that information, right? So sometimes some stuff will come off and then other stuff will come back on whenever they get proof or whenever it's proven that it wasn't fraud, so on and so forth. Now, the issue comes in is because that if a credit repair company has done that for you, you're technically liable for that, right? That's technically fraud. So that's going to be the first issue. The second thing is that, like I said before, these things could easily come back up. All they have to do is show proof that they have some sort of paperwork that you signed, or they know that they have too much of your information for it to not be you, or maybe they had you go through some sort of verification process. It could be anything like that, right? So that's typically why doing identity theft is definitely not the route that you want to go. Now, before you actually go out and use the letter that I'm going to be providing you guys, I do want to tell you 5 reasons why you might not even need to actually fix or remove any inquiries from your credit report. Reason number 1, kind of like what I was mentioning before, and I'm sure you got a little bit of the gist of it there. A lot of these inquiries are pretty hard to remove, or they're at least a lot harder than a regular account, removing a regular negative account. Okay, just because there's not enough information for you to dispute factually, right? It's quite literally just has a date of when it was done and the company that actually pulled your credit report. So there's not really that much information that you're able to try to dispute. Now, one thing I will tell you guys on this point as well is do not ever dispute any inquiries that come from a company that is currently giving you out any sort of credit. I'll give you an example. Let's say that you got your credit pulled by Toyota Financial Services or something, right? And they ended up giving you a loan for a car that you have, right? So you got a car loan and everything through Toyota Financial. Now, if you dispute their inquiry, the inquiry that they did for them to give you the car, you are pretty much saying that you didn't do that inquiry, and that they now need, or it wasn't authorized, excuse me, and that they now need to cancel out that inquiry. Now, what that means is that now Toyota Financial has given you a loan that they should have never gave to you because they never technically pulled your credit. And so what they're going to do is they're going to most likely tell you that, hey, everything, all the money that you owe on this car is due now, and you either pay that money, or what we're going to have to do is we're just going to have to repo the car from you. Okay. So I've heard lots and lots of stories of people who they were disputing inquiries, and let's say they had 10 inquiries on their account. They disputed all 10. And what ended up happening is they ended up getting their car repoed and credit card lines closed off and everything like that, just because that the banks couldn't keep it open because the inquiries weren't valid, right? And so you want to be very careful. Make sure that you're not disputing any inquiries that are not linked to current open accounts on your credit report. Number two, another reason that I tell people not to worry about the inquiries is that you're literally, let's say for example, you get one inquiry removed on your account, you're really only going to get between 2 to 5 points back, or 2 to 5 points added to your credit report, right? So, or your credit score, excuse me. So it's not even beneficial for you to even worry about it, really, if you think about it. I think there's actually other parts, other categories in your credit score that you could put a lot more energy into and get a lot better result, right? So for example, like I've shot a video breaking down the credit utilization portion of your credit score, and I'll link all this down below as well as which parts of your credit score you need. There's 2 categories that you should really be focusing all your energy on, right? And I'll link all that below. And I think if you're focusing on those areas instead, your score is going to jump up a lot higher than just the credit inquiries. And number 3, credit inquiries, they only account for 10% of your score. So if you look at it, that comes out to about, I believe it's 55 points, right? So any FICO score, your FICO score ranges from 300 to 850. So the lowest you can have is a 300, the highest you can have is a 850. So in between there, you have about 550, or exactly 550 points to play with. So because credit inquiries only count for 10% of your score, that means they only count for giving you either you gaining or losing 55 points, right? So when I look at it in that aspect, it's really not worth it when there's 90% that's more that you can try to work with, instead of just focusing all your energy on the 10%, right? The 10% that's not going to give you that much back. Now, the 4th thing is actually that any type of inquiries really only stay on your credit for 2 years. Any typical account on or average account on your credit report is going to stay for 7 years, but inquiries are only on your account for 2 years, right? So that's less than half the time that a regular account would be on there. And actually, just to jump straight into the 5th point, the 5th point is that it actually only impacts your score for 1 year, right? So after about a year, that credit inquiry no longer is impacting your score. And after 2 years, it's completely removed from your score altogether. And that's actually why whenever we typically help people in my repair company, whenever we're helping people fix their credit, we actually we do credit inquiries for free, right? Because we think it's, if it comes off, it comes off. If not, we think that it has so little impact on your score that we don't really focus on it too much. So that's going to be the 5 main reasons. I think you actually shouldn't even focus on going about actually trying to remove inquiries from your credit score. I linked on a video down below that's going to tell you the areas you really should focus on to be able to get the biggest boost on your credit score. But now you at least know how to go about dealing with any credit inquiries and the type of impact it has on your score, and whether it's even worth it for you to do that depending on your situation. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you found value in this information, be sure to like this video. Also, make sure to subscribe if you want more content dealing with how to be able to fix your credit. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. I will see you on the next one.